Hello, it's Jane here with a review of the images that were submitted in December for our theme of Celebrate. Now, I think December was probably a bit of a tricky month for everybody with so much going on, and in the same way, it was perhaps a little bit of a difficult theme. So yeah, and added to that, I was out of action for about 3 weeks as well. So I think we didn't have as many images submitted, and what I've decided to do is broaden the brief a little bit, and I've just picked out images that people posted that I thought were really worth a mention. So taking Celebrate to its most extreme interpretation. I'm also not going to pick a favourite. I hope that's not too contentious for everybody. There are some lovely images here. They're all so very different to each other, and I think I just want to let them speak for themselves this time. I will go through the ones that I've picked out and put them into this collage here, and yeah, and I hope you enjoy looking at them. And I hope my mouse behaves itself because it doesn't normally. So first of all, we've got this lovely image by Emma Kate, spot on for Celebrate. A nice, very simple, very clean image of a quite eco-friendly looking bauble there with the string and everything. Some nice bokeh going on with the lights. So just overall, just a generally pleasing, quite simple, straightforward image. And I think sometimes less is more. When we're looking at photography, we know exactly what we should be looking at and we enjoy it. And that's a great submission, Emma. Okay, mouse is already mucking about. Then we've got this one by a newer member called Darren. Again, spot on for Celebrate with all the lovely lights, very Christmassy feel to this fairground. I like the way that you've framed it, Darren. Quite a wide shot, wide angle, and lots of different things going on. You've got a little setup going on there. You've got something going on here. You've got the central bit of the roundabout or carousel. And then all these lovely lights. So there's interest in every area of the picture, and I like the symmetry of it as well with the reflections. So yeah, good shot there, Darren. Thank you. And then in a similar vein, we've got this shot here by, I've got it down as Matthews, I hope that's right. I really liked this one actually, the lights, which is great, but also the human enjoyment of them and the bond. So a good image tells a quick, simple story and evokes an emotion. And it's also pleasing. Gosh, this mouse is really annoying. And it also evokes a good story there. So yeah, nice image there, Kaz. Thank you. And then another one by Kaz again. You've nailed the story, you've nailed the theme. Lovely, pleasing image of an excited young man admiring or helping to decorate the Christmas tree. Nicely shot, nice feel to it. Looks like it's all natural light. So yeah, great one there, Kaz. Thank you very much. This one made me smile. And again, an image that provokes a reaction, bonds with you in some way, is always going to work. Um, I think it's the fact that the whole subject matter, the little girl in the swing, all pops out really well against the background. We've got context, we know it's autumn stroke winter. She's having an absolute ball, so she makes an emotional connection with you. Very symmetrical composition, which really works in this case, Emma. So yeah, lovely little capture there. I bet the parents love that one. And then we've got a shot, again, spot on for Celebrate. I really enjoyed seeing this one by Maxine Rhodes. Just an action shot at the rugby. There's a lot going on in it, and it's all quite sharp and well captured. So, and I liked the slight twist on the theme. Honestly, my mouse has got a mind of its own. Okay, and then sort of onto the sort of broader interpretation of Celebrate now. I mean, why not celebrate being outside in the great outdoors, open spaces? And if that was the intention of Molly Liz here, then I think you've achieved it really well, Molly. Um, Now, I've had an ongoing debate with my brother, who I think likes to wind me up and tells me that whenever I put my subject in the centre, I'm making a real beginner's mistake. And I've tried so many times to kind of argue with him that, you know, putting things off centre all the time is just a rule, and to break it can also completely give the picture a different feel. And what it does quite often is creates a sense of vastness and emptiness by putting your subject in the centre, and that is exactly right for this particular image, Molly. So we'll agree that my brother is wrong. He doesn't listen to this anyway. He might learn something if he did, and I think that's a cracking image, nice story, and it's got a lovely feel about the photograph as well. This is beautiful, this shot, isn't it? It's by Eva Sholton, who's a first-time poster here. She posted a series of beautiful golden hour shots. This was the one I picked out as my favourite. The colour and the warmth of it is lovely. The water droplets on the grass and everything. And again, it's that kind of less is more sometimes, isn't it? It's slightly abstract, and it's a feel good shot that makes me feel kind of all warm and glowy looking at it. Lovely shallow depth of field on that Eva. So well done for all those shots. I thought the Highland Cow was particularly lovely as well. And then we've got a series of sunset shots, all really nice. Some with phones, some with cameras, and I missed some of these sunsets being poorly or up to my neck in something else. So well done for capturing these. I guess also when I run outdoors from my house, probably a bit like the rest of you, I've got, you know, not necessarily the nicest skyline to capture. So I'm envious of you if you can just pop outside in your garden and you've got no overhead lines and telegraph poles and sort of uglier stuff getting in the way. So a lovely shot there, Kelly Bosher. That's really nice. Thank you for posting. And then this one again by a new poster called Maria Connor. She has shot this with her phone. She wasn't sure whether it was good enough to post. Well, it absolutely is. The phone has done an amazing job of capturing all that beautiful detail. You've done an amazing job of seeing it and capturing it as well, Maria. The only thing, people will be laughing that have been with me a while because they know it's one of my bugbears about not having a straight horizon. So get yourself some editing app or software that just enables you to rotate it or straighten it slightly. We are all big users of Snapseed in the group, and that just using the rotate feature would let you do it. But in here I've just done a quick straighten. If you just look at the difference that it makes, it does mean that you slightly lose the edges of your image. Also think about putting on the grid lines on your phone if you can. Somewhere in your settings you'll find grid lines, and that will help you to take the picture straight as well. But I mean, really love that, and it's a great first post, Maria. Thank you. And then a beautiful sunset captured by Lisa. Really lovely. I mean, the colours in this, the sky's on fire, isn't it? And you've still captured a feel of detail in the foreground. You've got some mist going on, lovely tree lines, some foreground interest. I mean, you've nailed it really, Lisa. Beautiful shot. Enough there for there to be a focal point. I think I would go with it being the trees, but sometimes when the sky is as dramatic as it is, then that can be a focal point in its own right. So lovely capture. And then this one by Ray Fung, again, beautiful colours. I mean, they're absolutely stunning, aren't they? And then to get a reflection of that in the water there is just fantastic. And I suspect another phone shot. Isn't it wonderful what they can do nowadays? But you've still got to be there to see it, to be bothered to get out and to think about how you're going to capture it and get that exposure right so that you retain all this beautiful detail and get those silhouettes. So well done there, Ray. And then finally, Alan Ewart. I always say his name with a bit of awe and respect because I just think his pictures are amazing. So we've got a beautiful sunset again down at the coast where I think Alan lives, nearby, and again a beautiful sky. But look at the composition in the foreground and everything as well. You've got the shingle glowing gold. You've got the, I mean, obviously that is the bit that really draws our eye. This wall here, harbour wall, glowing as if it's gold plated, and then the detail on the water as well. Very slight criticism, if I might, Alan, is that your wall, your harbour wall here, is sitting right on the horizon. So a slight change of your angle, height, slightly lower or slightly higher, would just make that have separation above the horizon. But gosh, in the scheme of things, with what you've captured there, I mean, you just the silhouettes of these people, that just adds that little bit of extra interest. So fantastically well done to everybody. And I've posted the new theme for January today, and it is called Something New. So that should give you some scope from nature, from physical things that have been given to you, from newborn children, newborn animals, all sorts of things that you interpret as something new. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your posts, and good luck with the challenge, and welcome to any new members too. Get shooting, phone, camera, we don't mind, and just enjoy taking part in the challenge. Thanks very much for listening. Take care. Bye.